YouTube. This is Chocolate is Nice here, again. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace in 3D. About 2 weeks ago, I went to see Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace in 3D. And I'm basically just going to review what I thought of it, what I thought of the story, and what I thought of the 3D. I'll start with the 3D. To be perfectly honest, the 3D wasn't anything special. I mean, there was nothing, absolutely nothing that looked as if it was coming out of the screen. Nothing at all. It was all behind the screen. And there were some scenes, to be honest, that didn't even look particularly 3D. You could even go in there and you wouldn't even know it was 3D. It would just look like extremely high quality film. There were even a few scenes of the people that you could even take your 3D glasses off and it wouldn't go blurry. However, I'll tell you one thing though, it was still good. I think that the spaceships and all that kind of thing, the 3D that was there, it made them seem more real. It made you feel more there, if you know what I mean. I guess. But the 3D really wasn't anything special. And I'd say, if you don't like The Phantom Menace, please, I wouldn't, well, not please, of course it's up to you, but I wouldn't recommend going to see it. Just for the 3D, because the 3D really isn't anything special. I'm not sure it's even on now anyway. It certainly isn't on in the UK, where I live. Okay. Now I'll talk about the film of The Phantom Menace. What do I think of the film? A lot of Star Wars fans, mostly people who saw the original trilogy as children, really dislike the prequels, which is episodes 1, 2 and 3. Even though they're titled 1, 2 and 3, they were actually made last. A lot of people really hate them, especially episode 1, especially that one. Episode 3, not so much episode 3 I suppose, but episode 1 especially, quite a lot. But I must admit, I do quite enjoy it. I enjoy all of them. Episode 1 I think is probably my least favourite of them, but you know, it's pretty good, I think, in my opinion. Of course, I know that it's a bit slow, I'll give you that. And there's some cheesy dialogue in it. And a lot of people complain about the politics in it. And they say about midichlorians, they say that ruins the idea of the Force. Oh, allow me to explain. Apparently, Jedi, well, most people, everyone actually has these cells inside them called midichlorians, who, and the highest midichlorian count means that you have some force. You can use the force, and the ones who have really high midichlorian count are really powerful with the force. Do I think it ruined it? Well, I don't really know. Because I pretty much, I saw The Phantom Menace not that long after I saw the originals, and I pretty much understood. As soon as I understood Star Wars, that was pretty much when, you know, we had all of the Star Wars films. So I didn't quite have the experience of it being a real mystery. And to be perfectly honest, it took me, I'd never particularly understood midichlorians anyway, to be honest. And another complaint is Jar Jar Binks, who's one of the characters in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Yeah, a lot of people say he really ruined it. And he was just really annoying. I've got to say, I think he was annoying and he was a bit too much, but I wouldn't say I hate him, like a lot of people do. I actually thought he was even sort of funny. Sort of. I'm sorry. I apologise if there's a lot of pause in this, because I have a rough idea of what to say, but I haven't got a script or anything, so I'm basically just making stuff as I go along. Yeah, that's all I can really think of. I'd just like to say, if you don't like The Phantom Menace, then I wouldn't recommend going to see it in 3D, because it really doesn't do that much. I'll say it was great to see it on the big screen at all, from my point of view. See it in extra high definition, and to see the CGI Yoda, because Yoda is now replaced with CGI. In the original film, he was a puppet, and the puppet it looked really bad. It looked far worse than the Yoda in the original trilogy. But the new CGI Yoda looks way better. It looks great. It really does. It's got more expression. And it fits better with the other prequels. And I actually think the CGI Yoda looks more like the Yoda in the original trilogy than the original Yoda in The Phantom Menace. That original puppet. It actually looks more like it. Not saying it looks exactly the same, but it looks more like it than the original puppet did. Okay, that's all I can... By the way, I'd just like to say, if you have seen The Phantom Menace in 3D, please post a comment, or if you would like to share your opinions on what you think of The Phantom Menace, please post a comment. If you're into Star Wars, then please post a comment. Or you can send me feedback on this video, but I'd really like to get quite a lot of comments. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.